It gets cold out here fast when night comes, doesn't it? It feels like only a few moments ago. The sun was high in the sky and everything was blazing. And now it's starting to get chilly again. I suppose that's what happens, out here, away from the rest of society. I wonder, does it make you miss home? I know you've told me before that humans stay out later than those who live in the forest usually do. I suppose since the majority of us sleep outside, it's harder to keep on living our lives after the sun goes down. Though, I suppose it makes sense that we would rise and set with the sun. A more balanced feeling, so connected to nature. I can't imagine not feeling sleepy once the sun goes down, or not wanting to wake up as soon as it rises. Well, okay. I suppose I can imagine that a little bit, since I know that when you first came here, you weren't exactly used to it. But you got there, I think. It's like you were meant to live in the forest from the beginning. I still don't understand completely why you decided to stay here. I know that humans aren't always the best company, excluding you, of course, who is quite pleasant. But I don't know. I suppose it's because it's very strange for me to think about leaving my own home, especially for one where things are so different. I know that I wouldn't be very happy with the human's life. It's so strange to me to think that you are being content with mine. I worry sometimes that you're unhappy with me, though that's not anything that you should be concerned about. Worried about my worrying. It's an interesting concept to think of, but my concern is nothing serious. It's just, well, if you did ever want to go back there and leave me behind for your old life, there wouldn't really be any hard feelings. I would be sad that I couldn't see you anymore, of course. I'd miss you quite a bit, actually. But, well, I guess what I'm trying to say is, it doesn't feel right to me to force you to stay with me when I know that this life is so much different than the one that you're used to. I, personally, don't really understand how humans work in the first place, other than the things that you've told me, and what I've seen by being with you, of course, but I know that if I was as far away from my home as you are now, I would miss it quite a lot. So, what I'm trying to say is, I would understand if you ever needed to go back there. So, no hard feelings about that. I would find a way to be okay with that, if it was something that you needed. So, I just wanted to let you know that. I don't want to make you feel like you're trapped here, or anything of the sort. So, that's all. Yes, that's true. I guess from what I've seen of humans, excluding you again, the majority of it has been rather... perhaps just not good is a more tame way to put it. But I suppose I have always just thought that's just because humans were so scared of those of us who live in the forest. I guess I never really thought about how they would treat each other. I suppose it's not exactly something that I could experience firsthand, considering I'm a Lamia, and they would not be. Though, I don't want to discount what it would be like to live with your own people, especially for you, to have those who are like you around. I'm sure it is more comfortable in some ways than to be with one who is so different, as I am. But I definitely would personally prefer the forest to any human village, much less the fire and the screaming and all that stuff. I know that the humans like to paint us as just as scary as they are, but to be honest, I think that most people that live in the forest prefer peace and quiet, and spending good time with people we love. Yes, that means you. I am quite delighted that the two of us are able to be together. I know when we first met it seemed impossible. I mean, a human and a monster. You don't exactly see that on the back of romance novels. But I think at least the people that are here in the forest have gotten used to us. Or gotten used to you, I suppose, since they already knew me. And, just so you know, they do seem to like you a lot. So, there's that. I guess I worry that you miss your home a lot, but maybe if you went back there, you would miss this place, too. I wonder if maybe it's become kind of like a second home to you. I've tried to make it as comfortable as I can, even though I don't fully understand all of your human needs, but I hope that I made it nice and that you enjoy it, since you deserve that, and much more. But that's enough talk. My apologies. You know how I can get when I get off topic. If you don't stop me, I'll just ramble on and on until the sun comes back up all over again. No. I guess that would be less cold, so maybe that wouldn't be such a bad thing. Speaking of the cold, I've definitely seen you have a few shivers since we started chatting. Now, no point in trying to deny it. We both know that I have sharper eyes than you. And, even without them, I think it would be rather easy. I don't know much of humans, but I do believe that you may be the world's worst liar. But there's no need to deny it, since I have an easy solution to warm you up. Oh, come now. I know you're shy, but I also know that you love my cuddles. Isn't that part of the reason you came out here? Yes, my personality is also an option, but cuddles do just seal the deal, you know. If it's any consolation, I think you're pretty good at it too, so if it makes you less bashful, I guess I could say that I'm the one that wants cuddles, rather than you just being cold and freezing over there, and not saying anything about it. It doesn't really matter to me what the reason is, as long as we end up together. Come now, let's get inside before you catch hypothermia. Oh, here, I have something to show you. I got some more pillows from that kitsune friend of mine. I know that you mentioned that humans like them, though it's true that I might have gone a little bit overboard. How many pillows do humans usually have on their beds? I think I ended up with 11. Is that right? Oh, it's too many. My apologies. I guess I did go a bit overboard after all. I can... Oh, you don't mind them? Well, I guess it does make the place pretty soft, doesn't it? And I know how much you like soft things. Honestly, since you've started bringing stuff like that in here, and asking for me to find some more, I've kind of grown accustomed to it. I think I'm starting to like it too. I guess that's part of us coming from such different places to this relationship. How we get to share all these new things with each other that we may not have experienced otherwise. That's one of the best parts, I should think. I only say one of the best parts, instead of the best part, because we both know what the best part actually is. Yes, cuddling. Very well. Talking and hanging out and having a loving relationship is quite good too. But cuddles. Besides, I got all these pillows for a reason. We might as well use them and make ourselves comfortable, right? Here, lay down and get comfy. Then I'll work my way around you. I feel like that's usually the best way. And it's worked out in the past, since I usually come in and sneak attack you. Hey, they're your words, not mine. Though, I suppose they are fitting. But you might as well just get used to it. We can skip the sneak attack part, if you let me over from the beginning. That's it. Here we go. Let me just ensnare you. Is that comfortable? I'm glad. I know that my kind are used to communal sleep, not as necessarily a romantic thing. It's strange to me to think that you would have to be in a bed alone. It seems lonely. I guess I'll have to make up for that now, by cuddling you as much as I possibly can. I know that you don't have tail or coils or anything like that, so it is, of course, a bit different than I'm used to. But it is still good, I think. Very good, since I care about you so much. Is this helping you warm up? Your face is definitely kind of pink. That's what humans call blushing, isn't it? You told me that it's kind of a bashful thing, like when you're a little bit embarrassed, but also excited. I think I kind of get that feeling, even though we don't exactly have a word for it. So, I guess maybe flustered is similar. That's okay, though. You look quite cute when you're flustered, so I don't mind at all. And I may or may not purposely do things to fluster you, just so I can see your face like this. Very well. I'm sorry. It's just so adorable I can't help myself. Everything about you is so cute I can't help myself. But I don't want to talk your ear off all night, when you need sleep. Like I said, just take a deep breath and relax. That's it, my love. I'll be right here with you the whole night. All you need to do is breathe and feel me around you, and have sweet, steady dreams.